So yesterday I mentioned this week was starting off pretty light. So today we're going to be discussing some upcoming releases which have actually just leaked. We got a brand new Yeezy update, plus Nike has just officially unveiled the rollout for their next major collaboration, one that's so ambitious, probably the largest of its kind actually since the original Off-White, the 10 by W.Y.W.S. So to kick things off, we're going to start with Balin, which of course coming off his Jordan 3 Rio as well as the Medellin Sunset pair, I would say his stock has definitely risen here in the world of sneakers. We saw him first team up with Jordan Brand on a pair of 1s. They also teamed up on a pair of 2s. We also had those 3s that we just mentioned. So one would only assume that a pair of Jordan 4s are on the way. And of course, this image was making its rounds across the net yesterday as many people speculated this could potentially be the next Balin Jordan 4s. Joints look really nice when you take a look here at the details, but unfortunately, these will not be the next collaboration and actually happen to be just a one-of-one custom. So with all of that being said, you know, given Nike's current lawsuit versus the shoe surgeon, I wonder how executives feel about one of their ambassadors rocking a pair of customs like this. While I feel like it's probably not a huge deal, I would say they would probably much rather have their collaborators actually rocking official Jordan Brand releases. Now for Travis Scott, we got an update courtesy of Eldon Monitors and House of Heat. So it looks like we got yet once again another pair of Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows coming for 2025. Who would have thought? But as far as this pair right here, it's special because they're teaming up once again with Japanese streetwear collective Fragment, which they teamed up back in 2021 on a pair of highs and lows. Nowadays, it seems like Jordan Brand and Travis Scott are reserving these releases just for the low top versions. As far as the details on this pair right here, we actually have seen Travis Scott rocking some samples previously. So these come with that like pre-age vintage look all the way down to the sail color laces. As far as the inner swoosh, that matches the white leather upper, while the outer swoosh, as far as a cool detail, that features that nice little touch of blue right here. Of course, they did provide a speculative mock-up of what to look out for. So be on the lookout for these joints dropping potentially 2025. I'm expecting the same old story as when it comes to these Travis Scott releases. Extremely limited, overhyped, and difficult to cop. And with all of these releases planned for 2025, I have absolutely no clue where Jordan and Nike plans to fit these in right here. Now, coming up next fall for the very first time, or I should say coming up this fall, my bad, we got Supreme and Nike actually dropping a new pair of Air Force One mids, which I think is a really cool direction to take things, especially given the cultural significance of the Supreme Air Force One low. I think because the Air Force One is so popular, a lot of the kids actually look at these Supreme joints as like a premium upgrade. So do I think that that same success will translate into the mids? Probably not, just given the fact that the Air Force One mid definitely is nowhere as popular as the Air Force One low. But once I think these joints drop and sell out and come and go, I think over time collectors, you know, will appreciate this release right here, which as far as these Supreme Air Force Ones, given that subtle little Supreme branding, these joints low-key are like the new box logo. So be on the lookout for these dropping this fall for a retail of $133. Now for today's Yeezy update, yesterday I mentioned Vultures Dokr, the website which was designed in correlation with the upcoming Korea listening event, which is scheduled for later this month, coming up here on the 23rd. Now, they've actually been teasing merch, which they did happen to just drop. Unfortunately, the bad news is this stuff is just reserved for Korea. But we're gonna go ahead and touch on what pieces they do have briefly, and don't really panic, y'all, because this is not an official Yeezy drop, but rather just merch designed exclusively for the concert, which was signed off by Yeezy, is which I'm assuming right here. So we're just gonna briefly run through the pieces. The t-shirts retail at somewhere around $40 US, and then you have the hoodies coming in at around like $70 US. So first up for the t-shirts, this one did leak previously, but it does feature the Vultures crest over like right where your heart would be at, and then you got this big cross imprint available in a black or white option. As far as the t-shirt, I would say the fit kind of looks similar to the box 1 t-shirt, but these do feature like that raw exposed neckline, which is a cool detail. So again, black and white option. For the next one, they feature the small $$ imprint. You got the big vultures on the back, and that's the same concept for these hoodies, which appear to be like a lightweight material. So nothing too crazy. They also did drop some hats, which them joints are ass. I'm not even gonna waste y'all's time. But as far as the US prices, around 40 bucks for the tees, 70 for the hoodies. And once again, unfortunately, exclusive just for residents of Korea. So I guess if you're in the US and you're looking to cop any of this merch right here, I guess your only option would be to hit the secondary market. And lastly, it looks like the rollout has begun for the next major collaboration between Nike and Y.W.S. Now, as far as this rollout, it does include a short film which stars some of your favorite creators here in the sneaker space. You know, you got people such as Nina Chanel Abney in there, J-Tips, plus more. Now, previously I did mention that this is one of the most ambitious collaborations of its kind, actually the largest since the original Off-White the 10 by W.Y.W.S, and that's because this collaboration actually spans through all of Nike's different collectives. So you got Jordan Brand, Nike, as well as Converse, a total of actually 6 sneakers. So you have popular models such as the Jordan 3, you got the Jordan 4 Air Force 1, you got more low-key models such as the Jordan 39 in here. You have the Converse Weapon, and representing as well for Nike, you got the classic Air Max 95. So as far as all of these releases, it looks like they're going to actually be kicking things off with the Jordan 3, which are actually available right now as we speak via raffle. So that raffle is open currently via Y.W.S. You guys will have until the 18th to enter, and then it looks like that will resume again next with the Jordan 4s, which should be the next release to follow up after the 3. So as far as this collection right here, I would say it's a nice way to bring some attention to some of the more off-brand pairs, but it's going to be interesting to see how people actually react to this collection, especially given Y.W.S founder James Whitner's recent allegations of money laundering, backdooring, all those crazy allegations. But it seems like as far as in the world of sneakers, people really turn a blind eye to that stuff when it comes to their favorite sneakers dropping. So we got things kicking off with the 3s, which we know are going to be a hit alongside those 4s, but interesting to see how people respond to those Converse joints as well as the Jordan 39. So be on the lookout for this joints, which will be dropping all throughout 2024. So drop your feedback on these pairs as well as all the topics covered here in today's video. Looks like we got a crazy Ye rumor which has just hit Twitter, so I'll be following up on that tomorrow. Right now it looks like that's just a rumor. I'm guessing the source is Trust Me Bro, but of course we'll follow up on that tomorrow to see if there's any truth that surfaced behind this rumor, because it's looking absolutely crazy. So for now, we're gonna wrap things up. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. I'm J.A. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out. Catch y'all tomorrow. Love.